Since I'm back up in New York and it's freezing up here, I thought I might make some more heavier dishes. So today on Pressure Crisp, we're going to be making lasagna in the Ninja Foodi. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in. We're going to go ahead and turn the Ninja Foodi on. We're going to go to sear saute. We're just going to leave it on high and press start. Okay, so while that's warming up, I'm not going to add any oil to the pot. I am going to add, this is a half a pound of hamburger and a half a pound of sweet Italian sausage. We're just going to add that right to the pot. And we're just going to break this up because we don't want huge chunks in our lasagna. I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this meat mixture. So we're just going to grab a pinch, salt, and a little bit of pepper. And that's it. And we're going to brown this up. And what I find, if you just take a wooden spoon, you can break this up to small enough pieces. Okay, the meat is nice and brown. We're going to take it out of the Ninja Foodi pan and put it into another pan. Alright, to our meat mixture, we're going to take a jar of sauce. I'm just using tomato, basil, garlic. This is the 24-ounce size jarred sauce. And I'm just going to pour it right over the meat. And we're just going to stir this together, and that'll be part of the layering process. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. Alright, what you see in front of you is a 6 by almost 3. It's not exactly 3 inches, it's a little bit less. It's a non-stick springform pan, and that's what we're going to be using tonight. Alright, but we're going to move on to the filling. To this pan, we're going to go ahead and add, this is a 15-ounce whole milk ricotta cheese. I tend to add the whole container because if I leave any in there, I usually don't end up not using it and I throw it away. To this, you're going to see this might seem like a lot of salt, but we are going to add a little bit of salt to that. We're going to add some black pepper, probably a half a teaspoon. We're going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. We're going to add 1 egg. I always like fresh parsley in mine. I usually put a tablespoon in, but this is a bit more than a tablespoon, but I like that in there. It gives it some nice freshness. I'm also going to add just a little bit of Italian seasoning. This is like a half a teaspoon. And we're going to add, this is probably 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella. And we're just going to mix this together. Alright, I just want to show you this is what it looks like when it comes together. The egg just helps loosen up that thick, heavy ricotta. And look at that. It's just coming together beautifully and it's gorgeous. Alright, let's start putting this together. I picked up the Barilla Oven Ready Lasagna. These things are fabulous. So I just made a lasagna before. And these things, they actually work out great. So you just get an eyeball and you just piece this together. Just going to pop that in, reserve some of these. And it doesn't matter if you overlap. It just gives it a little bit more, little extra pasta layer down at the bottom. Let's see. Don't want to spend too much time on this. There we go. I think that's good enough. A little piece here. There we go. Now to this, we're going to take that, the sauce meat mixture, and you're just going to add some to the bottom. And I spilled it all over the counter as well. And you're thinking this springform pan is going to leak. It may. This recipe actually overfills this 6 by almost 3 pan. It goes over the top and it will leak into the pot while you're cooking it. I just want to show you these layers real fast. And it is a bit messy. Well, maybe I'm just messy. There we go. Let me Make sure we have a even layer down here. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take the ricotta mixture and we're just gonna, you don't want to press too hard so it doesn't go down into the meat because we're just trying to create a layer here. Put some here. I think what would be perfect for this spatula works fine, but if you're a baker at all and you have a small offset icing spatula, that would be beautiful right now to use one of those. Be able to smooth it out, but this is actually working just great. Nice thick ricotta layer. I'll have to speed this up in the video so it doesn't take so much time. It's actually working out nice. There we go. And you want to make sure the bottom, look at that. Beautiful. It's all sealed. You want to try to get like an even layer. Then you're going to take more of these noodles, the lasagna noodles, and just once again piece it together. These things are great. I've never used these before besides, I think it was an hour and a half ago. It's already made one of these lasagnas and it came out fantastic. Gave some to my mother. She loved it. And once again, since we're up in New York and it is freezing out, and we're supposed to get snow this weekend, so I'll be working on foodie recipes probably the whole weekend. And there we go. And we're just going to repeat with the sauce layers. Maybe get a little bit closer here so I don't spill it all over the place. Trying to speed this up for you. I just want you to see this from start to finish and how easy it is. And this actually makes, you think this is a small amount, this makes an enormous amount of lasagna. And at the end I'll discuss what I unfortunately did with the earlier one, because I only have one of these pans. So I took it out before it set for a little bit and it kind of went sideways. But that did not affect the taste of it at all. It was still fantastic. All right, another layer of ricotta. Once again, this is fast, easy. I'm sure you've made lasagna a million times in your life. It's just a matter of taking your lasagna recipe and just making it for the Ninja Foodi or Instant Pot. You can make this in the Instant Pot as well, but I have the Ninja Foodi, so I focus on the Foodi. All right, we're out of ricotta, so I probably put it too thick in some spots. So we're just gonna pull over here just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Grab a couple more noodles. Oops, a little bit too short there. And this is all you do. So simple, so easy. I sound like one of those infomercials. Dude, you appreciate my commentary. But that's all there is to it. And it doesn't matter what it looks like now. It all cooks together and conforms together. And it really, it turns out really, really nice. There we go. We're going to take the last of the meat. Once again, this is why this is going to overflow, because the meat actually goes almost over the top. And then we still have to add a layer of cheese. So what I do is I finish up with this and I add a little bit of cheese on top. Not all the cheese that I want to add. And then I add more when we're going to broil it. But this is amazing. There we go. All right. Forgot the cheese. Had to go back into the fridge and grab some. What I'm going to do is sprinkle it more towards the center. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to do a light layer of cheese. Then when we go to broil this, we're going to put more cheese on. This is just a light coating. Just beautiful. There we go. Now, to cover this, it's very important that the aluminum foil does not touch your food product. If you have parchment paper, or if you have, this is a 6-inch parchment round that I use for baking, and I'm just going to put that right over the top. Now that's going to protect the food from touching the aluminum foil. So you're going to take some aluminum foil. Oops, it already curled, look at that. And you're just going to put it over the top. Now if you don't have parchment paper or don't have the parchment rounds, you can tent this. I'll do that right now to show you. You can tent it so it's like an inch off the food. As long as it doesn't touch the food, you're safe. And you don't want moisture to get in there. Alright, back over to the Ninja Foodi pot. You're going to take the trivet that came with it. You're going to put it in just like that. You're going to take a cup and a half of water, pour it in. You can use warm. If you use warm water, it'll come up to temperature quicker. Then we're just going to go ahead and put our lasagna in there as best we can. Once again, make sure the aluminum foil is tucked because you don't want the fan sucking up the aluminum foil. And make sure it's not touching your food. Beautiful, and you don't want water getting in there. So we're going to go ahead and put the pressure lid on. Flip you up to the back. We're going to set it to seal. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn the Ninja Foodi on. You're going to go to pressure, high, and we're going to do this at 25 minutes. Whoops, jumped up too quick there. 25 minutes, and you're just going to hit start. Okay, it's done. So now we're going to do a natural release for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been natural releasing for 10 minutes. We're going to vent it. There it goes. Once again, be careful. Open this away from you. All right, let's see what we got here. Take that off. Okay, and that's what she looks like when she's been pressure cooked. So we're going to take this out and we're going to dump that water out. Be careful, it's hot. So don't forget to hit stop so it stops the keep warm function. I dumped that pot out. We're going to go ahead and add the beautiful lasagna back into the pot. We're going to take some mozzarella cheese and we're going to sprinkle some on top. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There, nice thick layer of mozzarella. Try to get it as close to the sides as you can. Ooh, a huge chunk fell, but that's okay. And we're going to close the lid. Alright, so we're going to go to broil. There's no temperature to the broil, and we're going to set this for, we're going to do it for 3 minutes, but we're going to keep track of it and hit start. Okay, so I did increase the time to 5 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and open the lid. That is beautiful. Just gorgeous. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take it out and just put it on the counter, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, this has probably been cooling for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and take the sides off. So I did make one earlier and I took it apart too quick and tried to transfer it from this dish onto another dish. It didn't work out, but it tasted great. So we're just going to go ahead and open this slowly. Whoops. There we go. It settles a bit, and then we're just going to pick it up, hopefully. It's going to leak all over the counter. That's normal. That's fine. I mean, if you can, let it cool in here a while longer. It's still steaming. I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful. It's kind of leaning to the left, but that's fine. I'll let it drip for a bit. I am going to transfer this to a plate. Let it cool just a bit more, and then I'll take a slice out and show you what it looks like again. Okay, it is taste testing time for the Ninja Foodi Lasagna. Yes, I tried to cut it. Of course I cut it too soon, so it kind of fell apart. My advice, if you want nice slices, let it sit for at least 30 minutes. But I went ahead and sliced it, and it kind of went like the slow moving leaning Tower of Pisa, and it just went to the right. So we're just going to take a taste of this. Let's dig right in here. This is very good. Excuse me. The noodles are cooked through. I've never really worked with those oven ready noodles before. This is the second time I've used them. The first time was maybe like an hour and a half ago. But the lasagna, it's great. It is super. I gotta have another bite. Definitely give this a try in the Ninja Foodi. You can also do it in the Instant Pot. But the best thing about the Ninja Foodi is that you can brown it right in the same machine. No turning that oven on. Okay? So please like and subscribe. I also have a Facebook group called Pressure Crisp. Hop on Facebook and join the group and join in the fun. Feel free to post. Ask questions, and we'll all have a good time on there. All right, so thanks a lot.